Well, delusional narcissist and Caitlin Clark coattail rider Angel Reese continues to deploy her pathetic clout-chasing shtick, even now that she is in the WNBA. Of course, Reese came to fame when her LSU Tigers defeated Caitlin Clark's Iowa Hawkeyes in the 2023 College Women's National Championship. Reese, of course, gained a national spotlight when in the waning moments of that game, she was taunting Caitlin Clark using Clark's own signature celebration, which could have been an incredible moment if, of course, Reese was not in fact the 5th leading scorer in that game.
What?
Yeah, Reese's 15 points on 5 of 12 from the field were good for 4th best on her own team in that title game, while Clark's 30 led every player on either team. Of course, Clark would avenge that loss in this most recent 2024 NCAA Women's Tournament when Iowa rematched LSU and Reese had 17 points on 7 of 21 from the field, while Clark poured in 41 points as Iowa beat LSU 94-87 to advance to the Final Four. After that game, Reese, who had presented herself as a villain and embraced it, had a meltdown in the post-game press conference, sobbing, whining, and complaining about the way the media had depicted her.
I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much, I've seen so much, I've been attacked so many times.
These embarrassing tactics have not subsided once she got into the WNBA. Of course, remember the eruption throughout the entire sports world in the aftermath of the last matchup between Clark's Indiana Fever and Reese's Chicago Sky, when Reese's teammate Kennedy Carter took this cheap shot hip check flagrant foul on Caitlin Clark 90 feet away from the basket, while the ball hadn't even been inbounded yet. Of course, the first person up off of the bench to greet Carter was Angel Reese, who was celebrating this cheap shot like it was a game-winning shot. And in the days that followed that foul and all of the national attention it elicited, Angel seized her opportunity to spout some more of her delusional and pathetic rhetoric.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Reese's Chicago Sky's home attendance thus far this season is drawing an average of 8,364 attendees, while Clark's Indiana Fever are posting near sellouts every game, with an average of 16,683 in attendance per home game currently this year, which is up from just over 4,000 a game a year ago and just under 2,000 a game in 2022. Meanwhile, 36 of Clark's 40 games on her schedule this season will be nationally televised.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
No, Angel, it's about one person, Caitlin Clark. But luckily for this unabashed clout chaser, she got to play Caitlin Clark again on Sunday. So again, it was time for Reese to seize the moment and do something to once again make us all look at her. And it damn sure wasn't going to be anything involving her actual play, since she is averaging just 12 points per game on 37% from the field this season.
It's a complete crap.
So this time it was her turn to dish out a flagrant foul on women's basketball's golden goose. After the game, Reese, of course, took the podium to let everyone know nothing to see here, just a basketball play.
It's a basketball play. I can't control the refs. They affected the game obviously a lot tonight.
She also took the opportunity to whine about the officials.
I think we went up really strong a lot of times and we didn't get a lot of calls. And going back and looking at the film, I've seen a lot of calls that weren't made. I guess some people got a special whistle, but
listen, nothing is going to stop them.
That's something y'all not going to be able to stop regardless of the referees. Like, we're here for a while. We're not going to be denied. It's no matter what you guys can try to do, but
that is despite their 4-9 record currently this season. Yeah, 4-9. Oh, and for what it's worth, the Indiana Fever won this basketball game 91-83, bringing Clark's record to 2-0 head-to-head against Angel Reese since the two took their talents to the WNBA. Reese, meanwhile, will no doubt continue to embarrassingly sink to whatever ridiculous antics are necessary for her to continue to usurp her 15 minutes of fame on the back of Caitlin Clark, none of which will actually have anything to do with her lack of skills as an actual basketball player.